Welcome to another episode of That Bicycle Mechanic. Here we're going to put a whole new drivetrain on for the client. He supplied the parts, I need to fit it. Quickly find a quick link, click it open and take the chain off. We're going to loosen the crank bolts, the 5 Allen key. So we can remove the butterfly with the Shimano tool. Very important when loosening the bolt, please don't use the roundy edge, you will strip your bolt. Use the flat end to get the initial one loose, and then you can loosen it with the round piece. Here we're going to take out the bottom bracket. This one is the Shimano press fit bottom bracket, which has a spindle of 24 millimeters. So let's check. These ones are done for. We're going to put a fresh new one on for him. Here we're going to cut the chain. You can see I indicate that the current one chain ring that's on there was a 34. We're putting on a 36 now. Seeing that we don't know the length of the chain originally, I'm going to add another link to it. So it's going to be a little bit longer, but we can always cut again. Putting it back together is a different story. So the way I'm going to measure the chain is I'm going to place it next to each other and go link by link to get the size of the chain. If you have a worn out chain, it will go past links, so make sure you do line up every link as you go through it. You don't need to count it. We find the end and we cut one link extra. The client wants to keep his old spares, so just going to put it nice and neatly away. I'm going to take off the chain ring now. It uses a 30T Torx wrench. Once again, you see I use this tool to just get the initial loose, and then I'm going to go with the other tool to loosen it completely, to avoid stripping any bolts. Like I said, this client purchased all of the spares online. This is a very important thing to see and to remember when you do purchase things online, especially chain rings, with the different BCDs that there is, that you need to make sure what's on your crank. While we're busy with changing the chain ring, we're going to clean the threads, clean the crank, make it nice and fresh again. Clean the bolts so that we can apply a little bit of Loctite to the bolts. You don't want to put too much Loctite so you can't get it off. So it's just a little bit. You can see there I put a little bit too much on it. I'm going to use one to just dab to the other one. So that with the gravel it doesn't shake loose, but you still be able to take it off. Here I go to put on the chain ring without looking what size it is, and I see, it's not the right chain ring. Client ordered the wrong one. He ordered a 96 BCD and he requires an XDM 8000 chain ring. Quick pause, quick phone to the client. gave me the go ahead to order him a new one. It will be here tomorrow and he'll be off. Once again, make sure what you order is the right part for your bicycle, for your parts, for your components. I'm going to take off the cassette now. Just indicating there's no spring there. I will just add another spring for him. It just makes it easier to take it off and put on. Besides that, no other value for that spring to be there. So it just simply slides off using the Park tool for the cassette tool. Checking if the spindle and the axis is right. Checking if the freewheel body has play. Cleaning it out nicely. Apply a little bit of grease. You want to put grease on most of the components to prevent corrosion. Give that oily layer between the two metals. Here we're going to put a fresh new XT 11 speed cassette on. This white casing inside a cassette makes it so much easier to put it on. You line up the grooves according to the white one, pull that thing out and just slide it over. Much better than putting it piece by piece. This cassette ring calls for a 54 Newton meter torque. If you don't have a torque wrench, you'll hear a clicking sound. By the third clicking sound, you should be 100% fine. Like I said, the client wants his old components back, so I'll just put it on nicely for him and store it away for him. If you reached till here so far, thank you so much. I'm here to assist. We're going to put in a French brand new bottom bracket. It's a press fit, so we're going to use a press fit tools. Once again, slight coating of grease just to prevent corrosion and so it can slide in much easier. Make sure the left and the right is on the right side. Shimano's got both sides 24 mm spindle. Usually on a Shimano bottom bracket it will indicate left and right on the plastic middle piece between them. Just follow the guidance there. Here we're gonna press the bottom bracket in slowly but surely, making sure it's straight, going in nicely. You don't want to put it in skew. Stand a chance of cracking the frame, breaking the BB. Checking if it's flush with the bike, you can put it on again. You'll see I still got an old chainring on. I'm gonna complete the bike now, and when the chainring comes, I'll just add a new chainring. That's the Shimano crank tool I was talking about. That just pulls the lever inwards. It doesn't have any force. It calls for a 1.5 Newton. See, there it was too stiff. Feel if there's play, but no, it's too stiff. That crank is too stiff. The butterfly is too stiff. Loosen it, take it off again, just gently put it back onto it where it needs to be, so it's free playing and no. You'll see I use the round edge just to go and tighten it, and then I use the flat edge of the Allen key to make it very tight. Then I go in with my torque wrench. Shimano cranks calls between a 12 and a 14 newtons. That looks much better. Going to put the chain in. Always remember to put the chain behind the plate on your rear derailleur. You can use this hook, make life much easier. If you don't have that hook, you can obviously with the one bar take that off from the chain ring and it's loose, but yeah, this one you can make a hook out of a broken spoke even. Crank is loose,